The first song I played tonight was a song called Inspired by a Lack Of, and it was my song for the Local Honey collaboration. That's about writing songs and more so a lack of material to write about. So it's literally, it's almost embarrassing in retrospect, but it's a song about wanting something to write about and about the tools you have in front of you, your panoramic view and your senses and all of that you incorporate into something that leads to a final product. And whether or not it's justified, it's the expression of that yearning is what that song is. The second song was a song called I Guess, and that's just simply a song about being an indecisive young man, more or less just trying to find your place on a metaphorical staircase of A to B to C, etc., and wanting to crawl downwards back to the womb, a regression kind of thing, That song's really just about moving forward despite being stuck in the past in an intellectual manner or spiritual manner. Probably Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel in New York City in Madison Square Garden. Or actually, no, it was Central Park. They did a live album in Central Park, and they just played all the classics like The Boxer and some great songs that are just timeless. And the lyrics are beautiful. The chord progressions they're classical in nature, but they're still impressive and they're just special tunes that actually have a message more so than just a catchy hook. It's really something that's being said, and so that stuff. I was lucky. I grew up with a mom from the '60s, and she blessed me with some nice things to listen to, some nice artists to listen to and draw from as a young kid, and that's the stuff that stayed with me through my whole life. Is just like those artists with they're saying it's poetry over beautiful music, and that's, I guess, the nature of the beast right there, is trying to achieve that, which I can't say I'm anywhere close to, but maybe one day, I was really honored. First and foremost, I was just honored to be asked. I've known Amy for years. She actually, I moved here on a whim with no knowledge of what this city was and of the music scene here. And I played this open mic years ago downtown, my first time here, and Amy saw me. She was actually the host, and she took this kindness to me and kind of wanted to show me the ropes. She knew that I was an aspiring musician, but I didn't know how it worked here. And so she really took me under her wing, and her and a few other key individuals who were also in the Local Honey Project really kind of ushered me in and helped me find my path in this town. And it's just, a bunch of musicians supporting musicians. This doesn't get much more fun than that. So. All right. First of all, I really want to see Sufjan Stevens. Are you familiar? The guy's amazing. Sufjan Stevens is a brilliant songwriter, incredible composer, absolutely incredible musician. I would love to see him just out of a guilty personal thing where if I could put him on a stage and sit there, I would do it. So Sufjan Stevens, definitely Paul Simon. I would resurrect Jimi Hendrix and watch him play. I would love to see Led Zeppelin play. And then aside from that, if I can pick one more, it's going to have to be this guy who's probably not too known, John Vanderslice, incredible songwriter. Or if that's not appropriate because he's kind of obscure, Death Cab for Cutie, greatest songwriters on the earth. What was the name of that movie that we watched, the Paranormal Activity one with they were in Latin America? It's the marked ones. I'm really, if I could pick any horror movie, I would pick some of those, the old classic slashers, just because they're almost campy and funny. But realistically, the thing that actually scared me the most recently is a movie called Paranormal Activity, The Marked Ones. It's like, there's one cardinal scene that really spooked me big time. This woman is impregnated by a satanic cult, and that's horrifying by itself. But she's walking through this grocery store aisle, and she walks by the lamb, and you could see this raw lamb meat, and this security camera angle of raw lamb, and she's kind of stuck on it, and you can tell she's kind of entranced, and she's looking at the meat, and she slowly starts opening it and eating this raw lamb meat while she's possessed by a demon. And I think that's beautiful and like subtle and dark and just scary. So that's it. Hey, I'm Jon Bailey. Check out my interview on QtiePie.com.